Today is June 10th, 2023, and today we're exploring Governor's Island. My name is Tracy. I'm an interior designer and home stager in New York City, one of the greatest places in the world. I find myself in all kinds of interesting places, and I wanted to bring you along on my commute. So today we're going to find out all about Governor's Island. Twice a summer, in June and August, on 2 different weekends, Michal Arenella, I always get his name mixed up a little bit, Michal Arenella and his Dreamland Orchestra host a Jazz Age lawn party. So you can come, buy a ticket, enjoy the cocktails, food, dancing, music, or you can just dress up like I have and explore the island. So we're going to see all kinds of sights today and see what there is open and going on Governor's Island today. When you first arrive at Governor's Island, you'll come by ferry from the south of Manhattan. Highly recommend using the restroom in the building just as you get off the ferry. It's your last opportunity before it's porta potties. There's an art center here when you first arrive. Today it's closed, but sometimes you'll find exhibits in there.
Amy.
You can. Wait for it.
Isn't that one up there? This.
I literally just started Governor's Island, New York, and I looked for like 5 minutes.
Governor's Island is an island just south of Manhattan, and in fact was the first place that the Dutch settled before they moved on to Manhattan. It was originally settled by the Lenape tribe and referred to as Nut Island. Eventually the Dutch settled here and built the Fort J, which is in the center of the fort, and it became a military base ever since. In 1996, the Army gave it up to the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard gave it back to the government in 2001, and ever since then it's been a park for the people of New York. So we're going to explore a little bit of it today.
That's right. It's 11 to 5. Okay. It is a paid event. We paid.
No, they didn't do it yet. Correct. No. Why would you want them to?
As we come down the main road after we get off the ferry, we approach one of 3 fortresses on the island. This one is called Castle Williams. It's a round fortress on the north tip of the island. It was built in 1807 to protect Manhattan from any approaching navies. And it was primarily used to hold prisoners of war during the Civil War and the draft riots. So I would say that probably it was empty most of the time and used primarily just for prisoners as a jail. There's a great view of Manhattan from this tip of the island. And New Jersey in the distance. So we'll take a look inside.
So at the time that these are built, this is the end of the island.
Here's a model. Here's a model look of the fort. Kind of interesting.
We can't even see. Exactly, that's fine. Oh, you missed something else?
Hi. I have never seen a line like this for this event before, so I think the word has gotten out. I don't buy a ticket for this event. I just like to come, get dressed up, explore the city, see all the beautiful costumes. And as you can see, the event is on the lawn over here, and yet we still have like plenty of space for picnickers. I'm going to take this opportunity to go into this house. This is called Colonel's Row, and this is where the upper officers lived during the time that this was both an army and a Coast Guard base. They're all completely empty and abandoned, and every once in a while they will open them up for art studios. So let's go take a look. So you would have been able to live in a house like this if you were a colonel. Living room. Dining room. Hi.
How are you?
Good. Are you the artist?
Yes.
Fantastic. What's your name?
Renee.
Renee.
Renee. There's stuff upstairs too. There's studios with artwork.
Great.
Three rooms upstairs.
Okay.
Feel free to check it out.
This is Renee Santiago, artist in residence. It's from Brooklyn. This would have been a bedroom. Michal Behar. Looks like he's still working on some things in here. Another small bedroom. These houses look really big from the outside, but typically they're pretty small and they may just have one bathroom. Rodger Jones. Lopez. Look at the ceiling. Imagine myself sitting here on the screened-in porch, just enjoying the day. And the music's starting now. I do love this event. These lines are a little much, just for the first of the day. There'll be lines for drinks and food later, but there's a lot of interesting things in there to look at. Vintage cars. There's photo booths and costumes that you can buy. General stores, things from the 1920s. There'll be dance lessons later, so if you want to learn the Charleston, this is a good place to come. Looks like people are just getting set up this morning. Here's another picture of Colonel's Row. This one looks like it's breaking down just a little bit too much. They've put a barrier up around it. And one of the plaques says that it was an incentive for soldiers to stay in the military so that they too one day could stay in one of these homes. Not bad. They're all abandoned now, but have some really great art installations. They open them up for artists in residency and different events. You never know what is going to be installed when you come to Governor's Island. They do reenactments sometimes, Civil War reenactments up on the hill. And it's a really nice place for a stroll, especially today with the music. This long building across the way were administrative buildings. The barracks were all torn down only a few years ago, and they used it for landfill on the southern end of the island. So now it's more parkland. There's ball fields, huge slide, a really big hill you can climb. A lot of the island was actually landfill in the first place. They put all the, they dumped all of the dirt from the subway over here just to extend the island so that the Army had more of a place to march around, practice drills.
Together parallel, you're going to go down, and it does not have to be a depth-defying leap. It just needs to be a little bit of a, all right? Step, touch, step, touch, down, jump, jump, jump. Step, touch, step, touch, and down, jump, jump, jump. Just a little one, so you know exactly where we're going with this. Mr. Minton, for our last time today, please. All right, let's work on the jump and then make sure we level out that corner. 2, 3, 4.
I had you on Facebook.
On the other side of the administrative buildings are lots of food trucks. I think they're probably more permanent structures now. Walking trails, places to sit, playgrounds. And this is the primary food court. They've got lots of different types of food. And I believe you can get beers as well. Look at the back of these old buildings too. There's just something really cool about the dilapidation of them. Ethiopian food. Coffee. I think Eva's has been on the island as long as I can remember. And there's a little beer garden here. So they'll let you drink, but they won't let you carry it away. It's a children's fountain. It's a great place to bring your kids on a hot summer day. Looks like they're charging $7 for a hot dog.
Crazy was when the crazies went. I love those all your blues. Stop like those crazy rides. See, I've heard a million times. I found a 44 that I use and you refuse. All night long I sing that song on the radio. In cabarets, and that's the place they vote on audio. My John refrain is driving me inside. Stop, please, help me lose those phones on audio.
really all the waste that is.
Yeah.
You know, there's a giant stage there. This is the side stage. There's a giant stage.
Yo le voy a enseñar.
I was in the supermarket looking for like a board.
Thank you. Likewise. Well, I get suits and I wear like, you know, like, they're like,
The red on the right? Go grab it. How do you handle this?
Well, this was a busy weekend, but then it calms down.
Right now.
And from the Coon Sanders Nighthawks Orchestra, this is Brainstorm.
This is the back of Fort J. It's a star fort in the center of the island. It was used by the Dutch when they first arrived, by the British when they took over New York during the Revolutionary War, and finally when they surrendered it, the Americans had it back. And they've been using this as a military installation till about 1996. And then they gave it over to the Coast Guard, who used it as a Coast Guard station until 2001, when it became a federal property, and they sold it to the state of New York for about $1. And it's been a park since I think about 2003. And I think that they should use this moat around the star. I think they should fill it with water and make it a lazy river. I think that would be the absolute best thing you could do when this is a park. Tell me if I'm wrong. This is the center of Fort J. And this was housing during the 80s. someone's garage. Look like cannon mounts. Yeah.
But this top brick piece is not the original stuff. Where are the pictures of these guns?
I don't know if they were in use until the War of 1812 or later. Now that looks like a place for helicopter landing pad.
I think that's like a water cistern or something.
Oh, water cistern maybe. Bunch of old furniture stacked up in there.
And what's this whole weird thing? Like you put these things with slate on top of this wall to hold dirt? You know what I mean? Like what's the plan there? Why? Just want to plant dirt?
And then what are these holes for along the wall? Brackets for something.
That's fun though when this inner stuff was built. I assume it was like 1860s or something. At least 1840.
Probably.
A little barbecue over there?
Yeah, not a bad place to live. I think we were just inside the star. I'm not going to climb up there. They've got the loudspeakers making announcements. That's definitely later. I'd love to hear from somebody who worked here or lived here. Nice view of the World Trade Center from here. places to explore. So you used to be able to go up the stairs, kind of peek in these windows. But now they've got it closed off. This was other housing all along here.
I'm trying to bring you stuff.
So here's a cannon, and you can see the wheels on it. They spin around on these circular tracks. But it's still pretty heavy. Leaving Fort J, we can see where they actually had a drawbridge here. This was the mechanism somehow to roll it. Those are the weights. These are the chains. This is under construction right now. They're just trying to preserve it one more time. So this is a concrete drawbridge. I'm sure it was wood at one point. And it's not clear if there was ever actually water in this moat. All of it being renovated. This area is called Nolan Green, and these houses surrounding the green were all officer housing as well. And they are actually renovating them, which is the first time I've seen that here. These are really falling apart. Beautiful old houses with really nice detail in them. And a lot of them will have art installations. So we'll see if anybody's open today. We'll take a look around. That's Colonel's Row in the background. We're gonna go in and take a look. Hi, can we come in? Okay.
When you have time, take a seat and we'll go up.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Thank you. And they have renovated this house. You can see nice clean ceilings. The paint's not falling off. This looks like a lot of fun for kids. This is the story of Mercedes' life, shown through our home. They have the upstairs conveniently blocked off. This is the Admiral's house. Appears to be closed today, but I've been here when it was open, so I'll post some pictures of the inside. I think it's still in use. They may be using it for conferences and things. Display case, bathroom. Foyer. Yeah, that would have been a really nice ballroom, living room. Hard to see through the glass. Here's the back of the house. It was a very grand old house once upon a time, with a beautiful view of the river and Brooklyn straight across. nothing in there today. You can see the deterioration of the paint. But once upon a time, the Billion Oyster Project is here on Governor's Island, and they have a huge facility where they tanks, and they're raising oysters and trying to repopulate the Hudson. And what they do is they collect shells, oyster shells from all different restaurants around, and pile them up and then put them in these cages. Then they take the little baby oysters and seed these and drop them back into the river. It's a really great program. This is a playground for kids, just made out of junk. Looks like the parents aren't allowed. Let's go up this way, Jim. This is one of two churches on the island. And this is the parade ground. That's Colonel's Row. The Star Fort, Fort J in the center. You can see Manhattan in the background. And here's a better view of the church. South Battery. That's the second church in front of us. It It has artwork on the side and an entire art installation inside. It's a much less formal church.
See the age of this thing, and then so that brick building is built on top of this wall. That wall is the original.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, you can see how all the different periods present themselves in the stonework. I think this is the Officers Club. There's a working farm on the island, and they do nature tours and walking tours, and I think they're trying to preserve the nature of the island by planting butterfly gardens, and this is one of them coming up. Isn't that pretty? Let's see if we can see anything in here. Just damage, decay. Nope. Can't see anything. I believe this is actually the last fort. There are 3 forts on the island, and this may be the 3rd. So these are the lavender fields in Governor's Island. These are the lavender fields behind the church on Governor's Island. And it looks like they're being harvested today. Smells delicious. Can any?
Do we end at 4 sharp?
Can anyone cut lavender?
So you have to book an appointment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's $12, but you have, I think it's a 20-minute session. Once we teach you, you just keep cutting.
Oh, okay. That's great.
And it's for the experience, you know?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, you look amazing. It's like you went to the event, right?
I did, yeah.
I seen everybody getting on the boat, and I did a Roaring 20s. I hosted a Roaring 20s party in my middle school once, and I did a project on it. And it just gave me so much nostalgia because I was researching the flappers and the way everybody dressed back then. All of you just looked amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was like my project coming to life.
Oh, that's great. Oh, this is beautiful. So you book an appointment, costs $12, and you have 20 minutes to cut lavender.
Yeah, I know. Some of them really are short.
Now we're looking at Brooklyn. This is Red Hook across the way. Very industrial.
We're like scissors.
We're behind the Little White Church, and we found a swimming pool. I think it would have been really quite nice to have lived here. YMCA building around here somewhere. Wow. Got a fallout shelter over there. So we made our way inside. Look at this paint.
Very echoey.
This is someone's apartment. Way bigger than most New York City apartments. It's almost the same tile I have in my bathroom. Tiles open. We've got the little stickers with firemen and station. We used to have those in the 80s too, I think. Definitely different times. This must be the back of the YMCA. And I believe this is the back of the movie theater.
I'm going with that.
She was coughing, she had red eyes. What is
Now this area used to be housing in here, and you can still see some of the buildings. And the New York Fire Department used them as practice to burn down. Looks like they've cleared most of them out. So this is the movie theater. Closed in 1996.
South Street.